a lovely response to our penny vlog, we started immediately to think of what we could do next. And looking through all of our patterns, there seemed to be one clear choice that would suit all of the team. So we decided to go for our City Break ebook. The ebook includes 5 patterns. So you've got the Alex shirt and shirt dress, the Lola Coat, the Molly top, the Erin Skirt, and also the Mia jeans. And it's great because they're all so versatile and quick to make, and basically because we're all hoping to go on a city break very soon. So I hope you like what we've made. So those of you that have seen our penny hack vlog will know that Alex is a fan of a boxy shirt, and she has hacked one of our ebook patterns into just that. What did you get up to, Alex?
So this is the Alex shirt. I didn't deviate from the pattern that much. I just shortened the sleeves. I also shortened the hem, but you can't really see because I've got the top here. But I took quite a bit off the sleeves and I just hemmed them instead of using the little tab. This fabric is a crinkle crepe and it frays quite a lot. It's really nice to work with, but it does fray. So I did French seams everywhere, like side seams, shoulder seams, sleeves, to get a really nice finish. And because I didn't interface anything, I just stitched the buttons down. There's no buttonholes or anything, so I didn't want to take that risk with them not being interfaced. And I can still get it on. It's nice and big, so
it's great. And we've still got that fabric in stock, I think, haven't we?
yes, we do,
And
along with many other crinkle crepes, which I really recommend. They're much easier to work with than a kind of georgette or chiffon or something like that.
So Lisa has made possibly the most changes to one of our ebook patterns. This dress actually did start off as a Molly top.
It did, yeah.
So can you tell us how you changed it up?
Yeah, sure. So I kind of cut it at the waist.
Mm-hmm.
So I found my waist on the pattern and did that, and then added a centimetre seam allowance on. And then I brought it in a little bit at the side seam just because it's a bit baggy. And then I drafted a collar and I left off the long sleeve and just did a little cuff on it. And then I did a little
you got hidden detail at the back,
in the back,
which is really cute.
And then put a skirt on it, which I don't know if you can see at the moment, but we'll show you in a bit. And then I decided just to do a little bit of embroidery on the collar because why not at 10 o'clock at night when you're watching the bodyguard?
An excellent choice of
Yeah,
film.
exactly, yeah.
So Lisa, also you had an interesting trick with your hem.
I did, yeah. I put a band of our stretch interfacing on the inside. You can still see a little bit of it there. It just helped to stabilise it when I was sewing it, and it really, really helps. You know, sometimes with jersey it kind of moves about a little bit, even with a walking foot when you're hemming it. So yeah, I would recommend doing that, and I also use some in the collar to keep it stable as well.
Nice.
So yeah, it was nice to work with.
Great. So Nicole has sewn a slightly different take on the Molly top. Nicole, can you tell us what you got up to?
Yep, so I wanted it to be a little bit more vintage inspired because that's my personal taste. So I skimmed down the side seams quite a lot. And I did a shorter version, so I started off with the short sleeve of the Molly top, and I originally took off 2 inches and then decided it was a little bit too long still, so I ended up taking off 4 inches altogether. I used a neckline off a t-shirt that I own already because I wanted it to sit a little bit higher around my neck, and then I just overlocked around some ribbing to finish the sleeve edges and the neckline.
Nice. I noticed you've got excellent stripe matching down your side.
Oh,
Do you have a tip for that? Was it lots and lots of pinning?
I tend to pin either side of the stripe and just use tons and tons of pins, and I tend to tack as well, and then you can try it on and see if the stripes will match, and then I actually just overlock all my jerseys, so then just overlock over that tacking line.
Good tip. And can I also ask you about your dungarees, because I love them?
They're the Pauline Alice Touria dungarees. I made a couple of changes. I put some bigger pockets with some top stitching down that I'd seen on a vintage pair of trousers. Added really big fat pockets as well because there was chuck stuff in there. And I put some buttons on the side instead of the recommended zippers just because I kind of prefer dungarees with that kind of closure.
Great, and they go perfectly with your Molly top. So it's great. So Louise is well known in the Sew Over It office for often wearing some of the brightest clothes, although we are very much matching today. And Louise has also got 2 of our ebook makes on. What are you wearing today, Louise?
I've got the Lola Coat in a jersey back scuba. It's nice and bright. And then I've got the Alex shirt, but with a crop sleeve. rather than the full length rolled sleeve. Yeah, in a very bright colour.
So how did you choose your fabrics for these two?
Well, actually, I was really lucky. So I found this jersey back scuba at one of the shows, at the Knit and Stitch show last year. And straight away, I was like, that is Lola. And actually, it's worked out really well. So it's already pre-lined because it was jersey backed. And actually, the scuba is like water resistant. So I've actually been caught in a downpour and I've actually been pretty dry in this. So I think it works really well. And it just makes it a little bit more like, I suppose, punchy and modern. That makes sense. It's more me. And also the pockets, I've got to say, the Lola Coat pocket is so good. I can literally fit so much stuff in my pockets. Baby bottles, everything. It's brilliant. And then with the shirt, I just wanted something bright. And actually this is a bit different for me because it's floral. But I really just love how punchy it is. And it did stand out for me in the shop. It actually has a little hidden bug in it, but you probably can't see because it's a bit far away. But yeah, I just really like the length. And in this time of year, so I reckon it's going to look really nice. It looks nice with tights and boots, but in the summer it's going to be really nice.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
you've kept the belt off for a nice sort of oversized shirt look.
Let me just take the collar off.
Give them the full twirl.
So yeah, I've not put the belt on because I quite like the oversized look. And then obviously in the ebook, it's a full length sleeve and then you roll up and you put the tab on, but instead I've just put the more crop sleeve because that's more me.
Yeah.
But it's
really great,
and
and it's so quick to sew up as well.
Yeah, it's such a nice sew. So it actually only took me about 4 hours once I cut it out. So don't be scared because it's a shirt. And actually the only other thing I did is I actually did put some tailor's interfacing on the bottom of the collar, the back of the collar, because then it can keep my necklace in place. Because my other one doesn't have that, and it doesn't keep the necklace in place as well. But that's just
great, and it goes perfectly with your necklace.
Thank you.
And so Barbara made another Molly top, so because it's a team favourite, and she had to make one fairly obvious alteration, I think.
Yes.
Can you tell us how you went about this?
The most obvious one is this part here. I had to do a maternity hack. I've used Lisa's YouTube video. It was very easy to follow. I ended up adding 3 inches to my waist to make up for the bump, and I've added 1.5 inches to the front hem to do like a dropped hem.
Yeah.
And I'm quite tall, so I had to do some alterations for that as well. 2 inches extra on the sleeve, 2 inches overall for the length. And that was it really. I've made my neckband a little bit smaller.
Is that sort of personal preference?
It is, yeah. I like the wider one, but I thought for this, maybe a smaller would be nice too.
Yeah.
So I think I took 1.5 centimeters off and just made it a bit smaller. And yeah, that's it really. Once I figured out where to put the gathers, that was quite tricky because everyone is different. And Lisa said in her video, it's a bit of a guessing game.
Yeah.
But once I figured out where to place the gathers, it was an easy sew. I was finished within a few hours.
Great. And hopefully we were saying that you'll probably grow with it a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll get quite a lot of wear out of it.
There is a little bit space extra, so hopefully I'll be able to wear it maybe to the end. I don't know. We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And finally, we have to come to Rosie, who has made this lovely skirt.
Thank you. I made the Erin Skirt, and this is actually straight from the pattern with no hacks. The only thing I did slightly differently was to use a stretch cotton rather than a fabric with no stretch, as I wanted to size down and keep it nice and snug and make it sort of a nice workwear skirt.